Okay. It is 7 o'clock, so on behalf of the school board, we thank you for being here in person or virtually. I'm Heather Staggs, president of the school board. To my left is Luke Jackson, vice president, Dan Conway, secretary, Jackie Deckard, member, and Matt Hankins, member. To my right is Superintendent Eric Boland and Assistant Superintendent Susie Lips. If you'll please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance in a moment of silence, please.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, Courtney, do we have any public comments for the agenda? Okay, all right. Okay, moving on to the consent agenda, which consists of meeting minutes, payroll claims, payroll report check claims, budgetary claims, and the personnel report. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion we accept the consent agenda.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
On field trips and professional travel, we have the National Association of Gifted Children Conference. Kathy Hall and Jessica Hostetter are going to that. No district expenses are how this is part of our high ability. So I recommend approval of this trip.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion, Heather, to approve the National Association of Gifted Children Conference.
I'll second it.
All right, thank you. Any discussion? All in favor signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, I have the pleasure to introduce Jordan Gallion and Allie Miller. They will give an overview of how the district will use the $57,000 opioid grant funding that we earned this spring. Please welcome Jordan and Allie.
Good evening. My name is Jordan Gallion, and I am the Morgan County School Health Coordinator for IU Health, and I am here tonight with Allie Miller, Administrative Team Representative of the MSD of Martinsville. During the May meeting, the school board voted to accept opioid settlement grant funds for the item titled Building a Stronger Tomorrow. The Building a Stronger Tomorrow awarded grant funds will be used to expand current student programming in the district, along with strengthening the MSD of Martinsville's partnerships in the community. The MSD of Martinsville has been selected to receive an award of $57,310 for the following programs and partnerships. Student Anti-Vaping Education, or the SAVE program, which is aimed at minimizing substance use among youth in Martinsville. The existing program is being expanded to reach more students identified to be vaping and or using substances by providing the option to participate in after-school education. Data from 2024 highlights the effectiveness of this programming, as 94% of students who completed the course were not found to be vaping and or using substances at school again. The Helping Your Personal Environment, or HYPE program, an existing initiative designed to improve student attendance at school by creating a sense of belonging and community for participating youth. This program will be expanded to include more opportunities for mentorship and field trips to help students build life skills, relationships, and a positive association with attending school. The district's partnership with the YMCA of Morgan County has been expanded to support their summer programming, which provides a safe venue and enrichment for students during out-of-school time. This expansion will provide opportunities for youth participating in the summer program to engage in field trip, mentorship opportunities, and wellness education, as well as providing scholarships for summer programming. The district will expand its partnership with Youth First. The expansion will include the provision of programming for families focused on substance use education, as well as providing skills to strengthen families. With the board's support for this grant funding opportunity, the district has begun strengthening existing programs and partnerships within the MSD of Martinsville schools by investing in programming that helps to prepare our youth to become strong community neighbors. We thank you for your time and support of these initiatives and are happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Any questions?
Appreciate your guys' work on
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jordan and Allie. Shout outs tonight. Martinsville schools have had a great start to the school year. Thank you goes to all parents, students, and staff. Thank you so much for a smooth start. One of the celebrations to start the year was the iRead results. Our iRead 3 performance results, you can see on the screens. Indiana third grade students took the iRead 3 test in the spring and retakes in the late spring and the summer. Looking at all of the Morgan County Public School scores, Martinsville's third grade scores were in the top public school scores in the county and also in the top 1/3 of the state. The state average score was 87.3, and the Martinsville district average of all 7 elementary schools was 92.9, which is above the state average score. Individually, 6 of the 7 Martinsville elementary schools scored above the state average, and 5 of the elementary schools scored with a 90% or higher average. Paragon Elementary earned the top percentage, and the district has now adopted for all K through 4 students in all schools the CKLA curriculum that Paragon piloted to help earn those scores. The district's investment with the pilot program and the reading coach were key factors in the score achievement at Paragon. We'd like to thank the school board for their help into making that possible. As educators, we're always looking to make adjustments to positively impact student learning and achievement. And here in Martinsville, we are specifically combating gaps with the work of our professional learning communities. See next on the slides the district's plan for success as highlighted. We understand that state testing provides one piece of data as we assess achievement levels and strive to maximize instruction. And we believe that Martinsville students will continue to show growth and improvement through our intentional planning and programming. Our game plan for success in 2026 includes a focus on writing with stamina and cross-content writing. Second graders are now required to take the iRead test. Therefore, we can remediate earlier for target students. They now have reading goals or individualized reading plans. Martinsville continues to use the reading fluency feature with NWEA, adaptive assessment tool that measures growth and progress. We are committed to ensuring our primary teachers are trained to help students build a solid foundation in reading. And our teachers at the elementary level are doing an excellent job. All of their diligent work has really paid off. So the teachers work so that they can make the switch to reading to learn in third grade where the standardized I-Learn testing begins. Many reading tasks on the state test are nonfiction and require strong critical thinkers, and we believe that our programming and course offerings will strengthen these skills. Particularly, we have committed to expanding our STEM programming throughout the district. We continued our implementation of PLTW, which provides high-interest nonfiction reading opportunities. Martinsville is focusing on teacher and student retention to provide stability to the learning climate through our new Teacher Academy. These are some of the highlights and some of the things that we are working on to continue success and achievement in Martinsville schools. That concludes my report for this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Lips. Are you okay with me going on? Old business, we mentioned in the last meeting that we were hoping to have a groundbreaking at the end of August with the design finished now. They are doing all the prep work. It will probably be here early part of September. We'll get that information out to you. Really excited to show you what is coming. So we will get more information out to our school community whenever that is solidified. That's all I have for the old business. Now we'll move right. My mic, I just didn't sound like it's up very much on mine. Is it okay back there? Okay. Maybe I'm getting old and can't hear myself. No comments, Jackie. No comments. Okay, under action items, action item number 1, permission to advertise the 26 budget, capital projects plan, and bus replacement plan. I recommend approval.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the permission to advertise the 2026 budget, capital projects plan, and bus replacement plan.
I'll second.
Thank you. And any discussion? All in favor signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 2, recommend approval of the food service handbook as presented by Mr. Bodell.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion, Heather, to approve the food service handbook.
I'll second it.
Thank you. And any discussion? All right, motion carry, or all in favor signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 3 is a recommendation for approval of a change in the John R. Wooden handbook dealing with the big binders. Now they're creating, instead of the classic binders that you had, they're putting straps on them, making them bigger, so they're basically book bags. So there is the book bags are supposed to be put in their lockers, so they're wanting to make a change to be able to obviously combat that issue. So I recommend approval of that.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion we approve the John R. Wooden student handbook update.
All right.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 4, recommend approval of the Starfish Solutions contract, which is for paraprofessional training.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion, Heather, to approve the Starfish Solutions contract.
I'll second.
All right. Any discussion? All in favor signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, on item number 5, we have a grant to receive in the amount of $113,800 from the Community Foundation of Morgan County. Definitely recommend approval.
Do I have a motion?
Go ahead, Luke.
I'll make a motion. We approve the Community Foundation and Morgan County Impact Grant Pre-K for $113,800.
I'll second that.
All right. And any discussion?
Just would like to say thank you to everybody who spent a lot of time lobbying for that, and I don't think Lisa's here, but I know she played a big role in that too. So thank you guys. I appreciate it very much.
All in favor signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Tagging on to what Mr. Jackson said, it's vital with what has happened. And I had the opportunity to watch a little video clip of one of our former pre-Kers who's now in kindergarten. And she was reading in kindergarten, reading a paragraph with her mother.
Wow.
And I told our staff member, Allie, I said, that's one we need to put out as this is what can happen when you have intentional learning opportunities for young people and for young kids. A kindergartner reading, fantastic. So I applaud what Allie and Lisa, what they're all doing, and the pre-K teachers. And then obviously as it transitions into our kindergarten and first, second grade, primary grades, unbelievable job. The iRead scores prove it out. We're going in the right direction, doing great things, and I just wanted to thank everybody for their efforts on that. Okay, moving on, we have some donations. We'll do them in a block if that's okay as normal, but let's go ahead and honor these generous contributors. Just like the Community Foundation grant, it was donations made from the community that did that for $113,800. Unbelievable to raise that. And we want to thank the Community Foundation for their efforts in coordinating for us. Now, the donations, we have the donation from the Classroom Teachers Association to MSD Robotics, $500. Donation from Martinsville Classroom Teacher Association to MHS Cheer for $500. Donation from Circle of Peace to Hammonds, $500. Donation from Allen Acuff Construction to MHS Cheer for $500. Donation from Brooklyn community members, Brooklyn Park Board, and our CASA to Brooklyn Elementary School. We have a donation from Candy Kitchen to MHS Athletics, $250. Donation from Wells, Marvel, and Hall to MHS Athletics, $500. Donation from Subway to MHS Athletics, $1,000. Donation from H&R Block to Martinsville High School Athletics, $1,500. Donation from Dairy Queen to MHS Athletics, $1,500. Donation from Neal and Summers to MHS Athletics for $1,500. And an anonymous donation to MSD Robotics in the amount of $8,000. And a donation from the MSD of Martinsville, our Education Foundation, to the MSD Pre-K program for $20,000. I recommend approval of all these generous donations.
All right. Do I have a motion?
I will make a motion, Heather, to approve all these generous donations, and also just a comment that we just have an awesome community, and we so appreciate all the donations that everyone gives us, and it's certainly put to good use, and we couldn't do it without them. So appreciate everybody's donations every month. It's just fabulous.
Go visit these.
Yes,
Go
absolutely.
visit these businesses.
I'll second it.
All right. And all in favor signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, public, do we have any public comment? Okay. Yes. Yes. Oh, well, we could do that. Okay. All right. Now is our public comment section. So a visitor that wishes to speak regarding any district topic may do so according to policy 167.3. The visitor will be required to state his or her full name and address and will be given a 3-minute allotment of time. Feedback or answers to questions will be provided before the next board meeting and/or during the old business section of the next board meeting. It shall not be permissible to orally present or discuss complaints against individual employees. Such charges or complaints shall be presented to all board members in writing and shall be signed by the person making the charge or complaint. We appreciate everyone's cooperation and look forward to working together for the betterment of the district.
educator. There was a thud to the back of my head, and I saw the textbook hit the floor beside me. The cackling behind me was the class bully taking another shot at me. Daniel Pond had had enough, and I picked up the desk I was sitting in. I heaved it in his general direction, and I followed that desk and began to let him know that he was never going to treat me like that again. My homeroom teacher, Mrs. McGuire, saved us both on that hot Georgia afternoon. Her oily face and piercing blue eyes went from fear to concern to approval of what I did. Of course, she never said it, but I know she cared for me. There are many reasons why people bully others, often using threats, insults, and physical intimidation. If they are not doing it for enjoyment, then it can usually be traced back to feeling jealous, insecure, or powerless. Their end goal is to humiliate and intimidate by ruining a person's reputation and or harming their self-worth. Sophisticated adult bullies will even attempt to confuse and shame children about their abilities or their gender for undisclosed purposes. It is usually not the fault of the children the way they are raised. They didn't choose their parents or many of the adults who impact their lives. It is, though, their responsibility to learn and choose between right and wrong and respond wisely. But who is going to help with that? Mrs. McGuire was that person to me. The sign still reads, Green Township School, in partnership with the home, provides an educational environment in which all students become successful learners. This is yet another shout out of encouragement for true educators who will stand in the gap for them and their families. Our students, our children are not punching bags. They are not sex toys. They are not weapons used against other adults. They are not agenda items for indoctrination and exploitation. If you are doing this, stop it. Remember what Jesus said about the millstone. Parents, true educators, please, please protect our children. Protect our children where you should and where you can. Thank you, and be blessed.
Do we have any more? Okay. All right, Mr. Bolin?
Okay, echoing what Mrs. Lips said a little earlier about the great start to the school year, big shout out to students, parents, guardians, staff, fantastic job. Our departments, bus drivers, food service, maintenance, the custodial staff, technology, they all did. Did I leave anybody out? They all did an unbelievable job. The directors and the principals, the front office staff. It's been a smooth start. I've talked to many of the buildings, and so has Mrs. Lips going around, and they're like, this has been the smoothest start that many of them can remember. We hope to keep that train rolling, as Mr. Bell often says. We got to keep that train rolling. But we can't do it without everybody's support and help. And Mr. Jackson earlier this evening said we're a community school system. And I think that sums it all up. It takes the entire community to bridge the gap and help our kids and to help our families. And that I'm proud to be a part of this community for that very reason. So I thought that was a great point you made, Mr. Jackson. We have some great things happening on the horizon. We'll talk more about these as they are unfolded. I already mentioned the groundbreaking that we're going to have. We have some big activities that are going to take place project-wise, but we also have some partnerships with some local business leaders and community members. And you're going to see something, I think it's going to put Martinsville on the map at the Marsh Building. Mr. Clements, I wish he was here tonight, but I'm just going to give a little tease, some stuff that he's doing, and we're working hand in glove with him. You're going to see some great things there occur. So we really appreciate that. Operation Football Sunrise is going to take place tomorrow morning at 6. If you want to be there at 6 o'clock at the high school football field, we'll see you there. One of you can bring biscuits and gravy. I'll let you, and I'll be the taste tester. But I think the first break for the Channel 13 is going to be at 6:15. So if you got an opportunity to get out there and support our football team, our band, our kids that are going to be performing out there, they bring a lot of spirit. This is going to be our home game opener, season opener, and we're excited for the season upcoming and excited to see the kids back to enjoying the experience of high school. And last year was a great ride for them. We want to see that happen. We won the Spirit Award for Channel 13 last year, and they're starting off with us this year. So we get to set the bar and set the standard for everybody else to aspire to. So come out and support our students. That's, believe it or not, that's all I've got.
All right. Good. Have any board comments?
Yeah, just to echo some of those thoughts and comments too, Eric, that going back to, again, our donations that we've received not only this month, but in the past, we're just blessed to have a community that we have, and just so appreciative of that. And I think another huge blessing that we were able to offer the free lunch and provide free lunch and free breakfasts this year to our students. What a savings to our families. And I know may not be a whole lot sometimes, but that little bit might help them provide something else for our students. So we're just blessed that we can offer that. And I think that's went really well so far this year. So appreciate Kurt and food service and everyone involved in that.
I got a couple things. With it being a new year, I would just ask people to stay curious, get involved, ask questions. If there's something that doesn't make sense, I got an email a couple days ago as a dad that didn't make sense. And the first thing you need to do is, pay attention to what you're getting, and then also don't be afraid to ask questions. The first thing I do is reach out to Jeff and Eric and ask a few questions and try to make sense of it. So if something doesn't make sense, when we look at 3,700 kids, and as a dad and as well as a board member, our goal is to make it better. And there's a lot of time invested. And like Eric mentioned, there's a lot of moving parts to get a school up and running, just like it is in the business world. There's many moving parts is what I call it. And you hope it goes well. So far it seems very, very good, but you got to be involved and you got to ask those questions. Don't feel like you can't approach us. I don't have a ton of phone calls or emails, but we do get a few. And I think it's important for us to understand if something bothers you, you need to say something. If something doesn't look right, you need to say something. As a parent, as a board member, I stay very curious. I guess the nice way to word it is ask those questions and be involved. So please do that this year. So thank you.
I'd also say if you see good things, share those.
Mm-hmm.
we do always hear the bad, and I was just telling Mr. Bolton earlier, most of our community and our district and students and staff do the right thing every day. They're great. So share positive too. We love that as much, more so.
There's, if anybody's interested in reading, I know a lot of the schools are still looking for Read Up volunteers. It's about an hour a week. So I know Paragon does it, Poston does it, and I'm not sure if there's any others on the top of my mind that do it. Does South do it? No. So I do know that Poston and Paragon do have Read Up programs. I'm not sure if any others are, but if you're interested in it, reach out to them.
All right. That's going to wrap it up. So we can all get to bed so we can be at the high school at 6 a.m. Do you have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
All right.
I'll second that.
Thank you. And all in favor signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you all for coming.